Hey guys, it's Anna and Madison from Mad Banana Marketing, and we're here to bust some popular SEO myths that we've heard around town. We want to clear the air. We've seen them online, we've heard them asked to us in person, and we want to tell you what's true and what's false. And of course, we've got to use something fun. Pickleball paddles.
The checkered side is for true, and then this side is for false.
And we're going to try and answer every question in under a minute, which can be hard for us, but we're going to do it to make sure you guys get as much information as quickly as possible.
So let's get into it.
SEO myths, here we go.
Okay, true or false? You can do SEO yourself and you don't have to pay for an agency. What'd you choose? Yep.
Okay, coming from an agency ourselves, it's possible for you to do a lot of these tasks on your own before ever paying an agency like us and do it for you. We want to support small business owners, and we know at the beginning of things, you don't always have the biggest budget, and quality SEO is usually an investment. If you have the time, you should go try and do it yourself, and I do think you can do it yourself if you learn how to do SEO correctly.
When you start scaling though, and you realize you can't wear all the hats, we're here for you. You can offload your SEO to us, or we have a DIY SEO guide that we made with you in mind, Hot Girls Know SEO, if you do want to try to do it yourself at first. Okay, let's do the next one.
That was good. True or false, more pages always means better rankings. False. What's true is that more helpful pages can help, but it's always quality over quantity though. What you should be doing is combining overlapping pages into one stronger page instead of publishing more subpar pages. Useful content is what's going to be the most important at the end of the day.
Backed by keyword research, of course.
Of course.
Okay, true or false? As long as you have the keyword, you don't need to know the intent.
False.
If I said best credit card Chase Bank, is that informational? You just want to browse? Is that a local intent focus? Like you want to find a local Chase Bank and go in and apply in person? Is that transactional? You're ready to apply for a credit card online? If you don't know the intent, how are you going to structure the page correctly for what the person is searching for?
Keyword research isn't enough. You also need to do keyword intent research. Said and done.
Next.
Okay, myth number 4. Google punishes AI content.
Maybe in the middle?
I would say it depends. Listen, what's true is that Google isn't punishing AI as a category. However, it is going to filter out unhelpful content, whether that's written by you or AI. If the page is really short, generic, inaccurate, or not technically structured the right way, or clearly made to rank instead of provide the information accurate to the page, it's going to underperform naturally. It's not going to hurt or reward you. What you should do is use AI to draft your outline, help brainstorm specific topics, but at the end of the day, you shouldn't be relying on AI to completely do everything for you on every single aspect of the page. Make sure you're adding in human inputs that AI can't fake easily. Your processes, your pricing, your approach, original examples, maybe some photos or FAQs from real people that have actually asked you those questions.
I think we're getting to a minute.
Anyways, the answer is not true, not false. Use AI wisely. I feel like we're really whipping these out.
That's rare for us.
We are getting you guys the facts as quickly as possible. We care about you and SEO. That was dumb.
Next one, true or false? AI content automatically ranks if you publish a lot. False. We say this all the time, quality over quantity. Volume does not equal visibility. Publishing a lot of similar pages can dilute the quality and create overlap, which is called keyword cannibalization. What you should do is publish fewer, stronger pages. Start with one pillar page that's a core service or product, and then add supporting pages that answer specific questions and link to the other pages.
Linking strategy and page structure strategy, people. It's the little things. Next myth, schema is extremely important for my small business SEO strategy.
Oh no.
Kinda true, kinda not true. Okay, listen. It depends on what you're trying to accomplish. If someone is like seriously saying this is like the most important thing for SEO, I would be wary of, what they're trying to get across. However, it is helpful for things like rich results, but I wouldn't necessarily say it's super helpful in terms of ranking, which if you're a small business owner, that's going to be what's more important to you early on in your SEO strategy. Stacking multiple schema types, maybe have a dedicated FAQ per service page instead of just one overall generic one. Things like that can help you in the long run, so it's not a bad idea. Do things right the first time, but I would say don't make this number one priority on your SEO strategy if you're trying to do it yourself as a small business owner.
Yeah, you definitely don't have to perfect that first out of all of the SEO tasks that are out there. Okay, true or false. Number 7, pages showing on Google Search Console as crawled but not indexed is Google's fault. False.
False.
Just because you publish a page doesn't mean Google is going to crawl and index that page immediately, and even if they do, they might not serve it immediately. This could be for a few reasons, and ways to help that is having a really good linking strategy, having the right authority or relevancy for the issue that you're talking about. Make sure there's not overlapping or cannibalization, keyword cannibalization happening.
You need to get people to interact with your page content. Send them there from your other content. Make sure when you're creating new pages, submit each request individually to be indexed first to add them into the queue. Then Google's going to be able to crawl it. There is an indexing section where you can see which pages have been crawled and indexed next, but make sure that you can kind of skip the line by requesting each individual URL, because it's not up to Google. Or it's on Google. It's on Google's timeline and they are not in a rush. Okay, true or false, I need to pay a ton of money for an SEO course in order to see results. False.
Listen, SEO isn't cheap, whether you're paying for an agency or doing it yourself and spending your time doing these tasks. We would definitely say a higher ticket agency or course doesn't always mean better results. We'd recommend checking the testimonials of the agency or the course that you're looking into buying to make sure you really know what you're getting for your money.
We feel for small business owners because we know how expensive SEO can get. So we created a DIY SEO guide at a reasonable price point called Girls Know SEO. You can learn by doing. And there's lots of points within SEO: on-page SEO, off-page SEO, local SEO. So again, I would do your due diligence before you invest into a course to make sure what are you actually getting from this and how is this going to be helpful for either you as a small business owner or for you to learn SEO and offer it as a skill for clients.
Okay, true or false? AI is rendering SEO useless.
False! AI has got to pull the data from somewhere, people. AKA Google, search engines, YouTube, etc. If you're doubling down on good, clean SEO, doing the typical best practices for on-page and off-page SEO, really focusing in on local SEO if that's relevant to you, those are the things that are going to translate into AI results. Okay, last question. True or false, take analytical reports with a grain of salt?
True?
Yeah, I would say that's true.
Yeah. With any analytical report that you generate or get from an agency, don't take it as the final word. There could be a lot of data within the different reports that you get that might be a little off than what you expected, or they might differ between the different platforms that you're looking at. But overall, the really granular differences don't matter to the bigger picture.
Plus, you're never gonna have a perfect set of data anyways. Cookie preferences, ad blockers, things like that. You're not going to have a perfect set of data. And again, the metrics are going to vary from platform to platform. So don't get caught up in the details, interpret the data, and then let it influence what you're going to do and implement next. Make sure you're using critical thinking to see which metrics are actually important and make a difference in your overall SEO strategy. But this one tiny thing to improve your SEO score, and it's going to be a game changer, may not actually have any real results in terms of like ranking in your SEO strategy performing well.
I think we kept most of those under a minute.
I hope so. I hope you guys had as much fun as we did. We love talking about all things SEO, and we definitely have seen plenty more myths out there. So let us know in the comments if there's any that we missed, or if you have a myth that you'd like us to bust.
Or let us know if you disagree with anything that we said, true or false. We'd love to hear your opinion and why.
We're an SEO agency, so we have lots more search engine optimization content coming down the pipeline. So if you're interested in this general industry, have questions, want to see case results, things like that, let us know in the comments, because we're really excited to put out a bunch of SEO content to help out you small business owners. For now, like this video if you found our SEO information helpful. Hit that subscribe button if you don't want to miss any more of our content. We have plenty more to share. And like always, get mad.
Go bananas. Wait, true or false? You should work with Mad Banana Marketing for your SEO. True.
What? Posture check. Shrimp.